recommend EweMove Leicester within a heartbeat.
The way we found out about this property was online initially. We saw the video, and then we made the inquiry to Dipple after that, and then the whole process cascaded from there.
Yeah.
So,
what I found was he was very quick in terms of response. You know, from day one, we were kept in the loop with things. You know, there wasn't any kind of time where I felt like I was waiting for him to come back to me. He was very, very quick in terms of responding, and the information being provided was very clear and transparent as well. So yeah, it was a great experience in that regard.
So yeah, it was a group visit that we took part in, and from the very outset, Dipple was very welcoming. He was very knowledgeable about the property. He knew basically, he answered every question that we had for him, and yeah, it was a bit of a whirlwind, but it was really well organised.
I think when we came to see the property, obviously there were other people here, but you know, Dipple was showing us around, and he still managed to answer our questions. And it was a really nice sunny day, and it put the house on a great sort of
great light, yeah.
Great light, to be honest. And
Yeah.
you know, as soon as we came in, not only was the house quite welcoming, but the estate agent, so Dipple, was as well. So it was quite nice to actually have that kind of a welcome, really.
Well, as soon as we saw this property from the video and then seeing it in person, we really fell in love with the property from the outset.
So any property we saw, actually, or any house we saw, one of the first things we always asked ourselves is, do we see ourselves, you know, having a future here? And you know, we definitely felt that when we came to this house. And you know, like I say, it was quite welcoming, and the reception from Dipple at EweMove Leicester was quite welcoming as well. So it was just knowing that we're in the hands of somebody who knows what they're talking about, and knows you know, not only about the property but the area itself, and really just the process. So I think we were quite at ease.
So yeah, Dipple basically allayed a lot of our fears in terms of potentially moving to this area, because I'm not from this area. My wife Ankita is. So there was a lot of fears allayed by Dipple when we had various questions to ask him.
Yeah, he really did answer those questions at any time of the day that we wanted, because I know we sort of asked quite a lot about, you know, the area and the geography of the area as well, and he was very knowledgeable about it. And obviously, as with most people, they lead a very busy lifestyle, so whenever we could catch up on what's going on, it was quite late at night, or it was in the evenings or weekends, and you know, I'll just drop Dipple a message, and he'll quite quickly, you know, regardless of what time of night or day it was, he'd you know, promptly provide these responses that we were seeking. So it was quite, you know, reassuring in that way, because I know some estate agents don't actually get back to you so quickly, or they only get back to you in sort of normal working hours. So
yeah, so he was basically living up to their statement on their website that they are available 24/7. So
quite
that
literally.
so they were living up to that standard.
Yeah. You know, as with any conveyancing process, sometimes, unfortunately, you know, there could be delays, there could be, you know, additional information that's required. So EweMove Leicester were great in terms of, you know, we wanted to know what's happening in the chain. We wanted to know not only just in terms of process, but you know, how other people within the chain are feeling, and he was very great in terms of, you know, conveying that message to us, and we were very much kept in the loop throughout the whole process as to what other people are doing, how they're feeling, where they're at, and I think that really put us at ease when going through an already stressful time.
And in any case, we had a certain request to view the property a second time, and he very promptly accommodated us and organised a second viewing for us at no problem at all. And yeah, I can't thank EweMove Leicester enough for that, because obviously on the first viewing you're only seeing a certain amount of things, but then on the second viewing we managed to see a lot more, and we could really sort of see ourselves living in the place. So yeah, we want to thank EweMove Leicester for accommodating us in that regard.
Yeah. We'd been looking for houses, I say houses, but actually homes, for around 18 months. You know, it was quite difficult, because obviously we're between two cities. You know, we had various different experiences when putting offers in, dealing with different estate agents. You know, sometimes we're constantly chasing and not actually getting a response. You know, it took quite a long time, and actually it was quite refreshing because I think EweMove Leicester was probably the only estate agents who literally kept us in the loop, whereas the other ones, when we were putting offers in and unfortunately we weren't getting the properties, you know, we're chasing and we just don't get any information, we don't get any additional information, so it genuinely felt like you know, our requests were being sort of looked after and actually taken on board, whereas previously that wasn't the case.
EweMove Leicester, the process of submitting documents was quite seamless. Other estate agents had asked for documents at various different times, whereas EweMove Leicester, they were very quite clear in terms of what they wanted, and we sent all the documents in one package. The favourite feature for me in this house is the office that's situated in the garden. It is all fully kitted up for internet, so all you need to do is connect via Ethernet cable, and I work from home, so it's perfectly set up for me. But there are so many different features that we're still getting used to. Only being a few weeks into property, so yeah. But as I say, the office is the major feature for me.
Yeah, I think for me there are quite a few different features, and I would definitely say the kitchen living area, because I firmly believe that, you know, the kitchen is where the heart is. Everyone sort of congregates around the table, and you know, you get we've had lots of you know, happy family and friends over as well already, so it's quite a nice experience to share with them. Also the outside garden space, you know, I've never really had much of a garden space, so it's definitely nice to have all this extra space, you know, where we can plan our sort of future gatherings and you know, events and things, so that'll be quite nice to enjoy. Recommend EweMove Leicester within a heartbeat, you know, because we had one point of contact, you know, we were well informed, there was no delay in sort of response times. You know, sometimes I would just be provided an update, you know, we just got given updates even though we didn't ask for one, so it was nice to be constantly kept in the loop, you know, and I think it was quite refreshing because, like I say, we haven't actually had that experience from any other estate agent that we've been liaising with over the last 18 months.
So I think the way I would recommend EweMove Leicester was that they're very knowledgeable. Myself not being from the area, Nipple managed to give me a lot of information about the area, so that was quite good from that point of view. It was a very slick process. It didn't cause me any sort of stress, or us any sort of stress at all, and it was a very, very pleasant experience in terms of dealing with a house move.